A vigil in Pittsburgh after Saturday's deadly anti-Semitic attack.
I just can't believe the kind of violence that we're experiencing in our country.
The suspect, Robert Bowers, had recently railed against refugees to America as, quote, invaders that kill our people. He posted his views on a website popular with right-wing extremists. Days earlier, federal agents arrested Floridian Cesar Sayoc, suspected of mailing homemade bombs to Democratic leaders, officials who served Democratic administrations, a prominent donor to Democrats, billionaire Holocaust survivor George Soros, and cable news channel CNN. People who knew Sayoc say he harbored racist and anti-gay views. Some see a pattern.
Nazis, anti-Semites, white supremacists, and the like are feeling completely emboldened and more confident to go out and express their hateful beliefs in this political climate. They're no longer hiding underneath white pointed hoods.
President Donald Trump condemned both the package bombing attempts and the synagogue attack.
This was an anti-Semitic attack at its worst. The scourge of anti-Semitism cannot be ignored, cannot be tolerated, and it cannot be allowed to continue. We can't allow it to continue.
But he also lamented the synagogue's lack of armed security, an argument he has made after previous mass shootings.
If they had protection inside, the results would have been far better.
Trump has publicly criticized Soros and journalists and suggested white supremacists were not solely to blame for violence at events they organized.
We live now in a very, very toxic environment that includes an incivility in our political discourse among our leaders. The attack yesterday and the attempted pipe bombings over the course of last week should be a wake-up call to all Americans to demand change, and change has to start at the top.
Some prominent Republicans maintain there is blame across the political spectrum. Senator John Cornyn tweeted that Democrats encouraged a mob scene for a Supreme Court confirmation battle, adding, quote, no one should encourage violence, no one. Some are planning to respond to the attacks at the ballot box.
What we do going forward, we vote.
Yeah,
we vote.
Midterm elections next week will determine which party controls Congress. Early voting is already underway in many states as the nation recoils and grieves. Michael Bowman, VOA News, Washington.